Here we go. Hi everybody, I am back. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. I think they're interesting when I see them on YouTube from other creators that I watch. However, it's kind of like mixed for me, because what I want to do is talk about or show you pictures of what I looked like in high school leading up to my prom, because I was a very, very, very different looking and different person. And as well, I want to talk about like what life was like when I was younger, because I've always said, like, I've always bedwet, and I just kind of like, I've always had overactive bladder. I've always had the problem of always wetting the bed literally every single night. So for some reason I was just like, today is the day I want to talk about this. But also because my Facebook has been showing me non-stop pictures of my prom and other photos from back in the day, because apparently my prom was June 30th and it's July 1st now. Oh, happy Canada Day! I'm wearing my Canada t-shirt, see? Boom! And so, because Facebook is demanding that I see all these old memories, I thought I'd share them with you, my best friends. Also, some family stuff is going on right now, and it's not so fun. When you're dealing with family stuff, it's kind of, I haven't had somebody in my life ever pass away before, which is a weird thing to say. And even though this person isn't close to me, they're still family. So, yeah, just things are happening, and I just wanted to go through something kind of a little bit lighter right now. So let's just get started. So I have always been a person who loves to take pictures and videos. When I was a really young kid, I always had my dad's HP camera. I'd use his camera all the time, and then I finally got my own. I have a lot of selfies before they were even considered selfies, and a lot of pictures. So I'm 25 right now, and I graduated in 2010 from high school, and I was 17 because my birthday's in October. I would have turned 18 that year. Let's start with this one. So here I am, just looking real hot, real fly. I guess our house was, my parents were divorcing at this point, so we were trying to sell our gigantic house. I was also, fair warning, I was very, very skinny back in the day. Like, I didn't think I was, I just didn't know how tiny I actually was. And my hair was still really, really curly. This day was a bad day. So I was a camera hog. I loved taking pictures of myself because I thought if I took pictures of myself, I'd think eventually one or two of them were good enough to post to Facebook. I look drunk here. Oh yeah, this one I really didn't like at the time. I also really like to decorate my walls. Like, I loved posters and I loved like hand-drawn stuff, but I was really skinny. Like, look at that. I remember this is my light, like I would have been at my lightest. I was 180 pounds, I think. And I was tiny. Like, I'm a tall person. I'm 5'9" and at my best. Either way, I carry my weight differently, and so I think like 180 pounds is like really heavy for some people. I was very skinny back in the day. Like, look at that neck. I was just obsessed with taking pictures. I think I really liked this one, but it was really blurry, so it was like really hard to like, you know, share it. I liked the way my nose looked. I actually hated my nose when I was younger. So like, anytime I found like a picture where my nose looked good, like it was just too pixie nosy for me, and I thought it didn't suit my face. I still don't. I used to like bigger noses. Like, I wanted something that like you could see, not this tiny little like boop of a nose. Like, it just wasn't my thing. It's really weird seeing me smile. Like, I don't look like that at all. I don't look like that at all. How did I do that? I curled my hair because it was like a more gentler curl than what I actually had. So yeah, those are some fun photos from back in the day. Here's a classic. I wore a lot of layers, like a lot of tank tops. Usually I'd wear like 2, and I'd wear a scarf or like a jacket or a sweater. I just always wanted to look like a mom, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was cool, and like there wasn't anything wrong with it. It was 2010. Like, the ideal fashion then was like those weird like long hats that people used to wear all the time, like beanies, but like they looked weird because they'd stick up real high. And then like sometimes I guess like lower jeans, like I just didn't care to have anything too fitted on the bottom. Like I'd wear baggy jeans and stuff, but I liked a really tight tank top. Oh, and sometimes I'd straighten my hair. So I'd get real vain then, and I'd like try to like pucker up my lips to look like super skinny. Like Captain Jack Sparrow, hello. Oh yeah, so this is an old memory of my bed back in the day. So this bed, I remember it always smelled like pee. And like, I think I always smelled like pee too. So like, picture this girl that you're looking at right now. Really nice, really fun. Like everyone liked her. Like I wasn't really super popular, but like I knew everybody. And like I was fun, like nice to everybody most of the time. And then I just was like always gross. I always smelled like pee. And I didn't do anything about it. I didn't know. I was sort of like, just kind of ignoring it, I guess. Oh, there's my Canon camera. Loved it. I still have it. It just, it can't hold the batteries don't like you can put batteries in it, but it just doesn't like seem to want to stay on for very long. Yeah, I was in jazz choir. I don't know why these pictures are so blurry. No, I do. There was no flash on, so they couldn't like take a good picture. See, I've always done this thing with my hand. If you look at one of my latest Instagram photos, I've always just kind of like to hold my hair. Oh, there's a good picture of all the things I used to have back there. That's like these are Christian bands. There's Avril Lavigne. I don't know what that says. Oh, I think it says green. Oh, so this room was half like white, as you can see. I'm still obsessed with walls that are like not even. So I'd have two partially. Like this room I'm in right now, there's 3 of these purple walls, and then the wall this way is white, completely white. So this room, I had just the brightest emerald green on the wall that I'm looking at, and the wall beside my bed. Like I loved green, and now I love purple. I used to think I was like the Joker or something. I was obsessed with trying to find a way that didn't look like I had a double chin. I'm still obsessed with trying to do that. Like I think that, oh, there's my green walls. You can see them now. Like see how bright green that was? It was real nice. I loved bright colors, and my mom would not let me wear black. Like you probably would never find me wearing like mostly anything majorly black. I'd start trying to like incorporate some black, but she thought that black meant that I was depressed and wanted to be like I was the devil or something. Like I'm not joking, like she just literally thought black was a bad idea. I was trying to see if my hair clip looked good, I guess. Anyways, my room was really green. I was trying to find ways to make myself look skinny. Like here, like I'm trying to find a way to like to see if my double chin is showing. Obviously I wasn't that fat, but like I still had a double chin, and I'd try really hard to like make it look like I didn't. And I'd constantly like I have like my family be like, oh, our pictures are all full of Olivia doing this, like taking pictures. And I was just really good at holding the camera backwards and taking a picture, because I was practicing. There's like probably like 10,000 pictures of me just doing this, like holding a camera up. So I was really good at doing that and like posing and just taking a look at all the pictures. I don't know. But that's me in my room hanging out smelling like pee kind of thing. Like that's just, oh, this is good. So I still have my prom dress. It obviously doesn't fit. It actually fits my mom because she's much thinner than I am. And there's me in my prom dress. I love this dress, and I loved it back then. I thought it looked like Casino Royale, the James Bond movie, had just come out. So I thought I looked like Eva Green a little bit in the casino scenes. So she had this dress, and it was purple, and I just thought I looked so much like her, and I was just obsessed with it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm sexy. So yeah, there's the exposed back, and I don't know what was going on with my hair that day, but it's kind of cute. So I went to prom with my boyfriend, Dave, and prom was fun. I had a great time. I had gone shopping with my mom and I think my grandma, I think she was with us, when I went and got my prom dress. But when I got my prom shoes, I got 2 pairs of shoes. I still have them. This was the first pair of shoes, and they were just like peeking out underneath the dress. Like I'm 5'9". I think I was 6'1" at this point, because they were 3-inch heels. Is that 3 inches? 10, 11, 12. No, I was at least 6 feet and my boyfriend was 6'2", so it was fine. And I think I had a cold sore or canker here or something, and that's not attractive. Oh, and there's my fun little necklace. So this wasn't prom night. This is still me getting ready. Oh yeah, and I had this beautiful bracelet. I loved that. And I look like I'm ready to punch somebody. But I got it from the dress from Melanie Lynn. I think that was like a store in Bayshore shopping center. I don't think it's still there anymore. Just hard. I'm hardcore, man. Hard. And then I'm peace, you know, because you don't want to think I'm too hard. I don't want to fight you, but I just want peace. Oh, everything was sparkly and silver, and it was so much fun. I actually still use this particular clutch. It's fun because I'll go get it. So this clutch you see in the picture is this one here, and oh my gosh, it's dirty. When did that happen? There's like cola or something on the back, like, so I could probably pick it off. But anyways, this was the coolest clutch. You couldn't like zipper this up at all, but you could unfold it, and then this was the inside part. This was the zipper. You'd fold it in half. You'd only put the stuff you needed in like this half, so like it wouldn't just be like stuck like this the entire time. You'd hold it like that, and it's just the coolest clutch. Like, I super love it. And my arms are super skinny, and so are my hands. And then there's some more pictures of the clutch. My necklace. This I got at like Claire's. I think everything else was like fairly expensive, and then I got like my jewelry. No. Just this was at Claire's. So silver and purple were my thing. Clearly purple is still my thing. I love that oh, it's like actually like very similar now I'm looking at it. This color of the dress is like almost the exact same color as my wall. This is part of my room, so obviously it's still, you can see the green. Oh, I still have that basket. I haven't changed much since high school. It was only like 8 years ago. Oh, there's my favorite pair of shoes. Apparently I had some weights. Okay, so here's the shoes. Sorry, I'm just looking at everything else in the background. My mom did this floor. Like, this is all real hardwood. This is like the purple sparkly silver shoe, and then this is just the silver shoe, sparkly and beautiful all on its own. So this I wore to prom, and this I wore to after prom, or I think that was the idea. But I ended up not wearing them because one, my feet really hurt in this one, and two, after prom we just wore jeans and went out to like a party in the woods, and then we left early because it got kind of sketchy. So, oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. These are also pretty, but like, this is just, I love the ruffles and the velvet, or the something material. I don't feel like getting them out because like they're buried out somewhere. Buried out. This is if I wore one shoe on each foot. Yeah, so that's the prom dress. So let's go to prom night. Here I am looking like a gosh darn model because, oh, not in this one. I was so skinny. I was actually upset because you could see like my love handles or something in like the sides of the dress. And like now you can see them everywhere you go. But like the next, oh, look how tiny I was. And my hair was actually quite long then too. I was so skinny, and I was not happy because I thought that because I looked this way that I was not flat enough, and I wasn't like flat enough here, and like obviously my boobs were flat, but I wasn't like skinny enough to be like cute. So I was just like, maybe if I take enough pictures, like I'll think one day that I'm pretty. This is probably the best picture I have of me. There's my adorable, lovely older brother, my brother Clayton. He was really funny the prom night because he thought that we were very goofy, and so obviously this is like me just being goofy, and we were just, so at this point I was his height. He's 6 foot. There's more of my green room. And I think my bed is actually stripped because I think I had actually just wet it that day, or that night, or this is like 6 o'clock at night at this point, so I must have been washing my sheets. Anyways, so there I am holding my clutch and no glasses. Like, I got purple eyeshadow on. I think I recently just threw out that eyeshadow. Holy crap. I still have makeup from high school too, because I thought because I never wore it, like I wore it so infrequently that it would just be okay to keep for at least 8 years. And I don't know, man. Here he is holding his slide phone, which I think I eventually got this one. It's one of those keyboard ones where you'd flip up on the side. and he's wearing a Breaking Benjamin shirt, and then I'm just poking his belly. I had fake nails on, like the stick-on ones, and then these really pretty rings. Like, I was all about the accessories, clearly. Then my friends on Facebook really liked this picture. I hated it because you could see like the sides, like my rolls on the side. It's ridiculous. I'm just telling you what happened back in the day. Like, I think I look fly, and my friends thought it was so funny because they were just like, oh my gosh, you and your brother, you're just like, so, like, you wouldn't expect that for this kind of picture. And I was just like, yeah, that's the point. So here I am eating the flowers that my dad had just given me. This is the computer I'd sit at every single night and talk to Ashley, my best friend. Like, we were just getting acquainted for the time, for like 3 hours a night, and then I'd get in trouble. We wouldn't be allowed to use the dial-up internet anymore. So then I look like I'm giving Clayton the flowers because, oh, so funny. I love the poof. Like, I don't think Snooki was a big deal because this was back in 2010. I don't think she was a big deal till like 2000. No, she would have been a big deal in 2010, 11. But I still love the poof. And I curled my hair. Like, I did everything myself. Like, I was very impressed with how my hair turned out. And then, yeah, cute. Very cute. These earrings I still have. I still like them a lot. They're very pretty. So there's my mom. There's my mom. She's very short and she's very, very tiny in this picture. And so there's Clayton looking like an absolute goofball. I'm just like, yeah! And my mom, she's like 5'7", but like here we are just like towering over her, and we're just the weirdest people. We were very happy with ourselves and our weirdness. Oh, it's actually 5:10, by the way. It wasn't 6 o'clock yet, it was 5:10. It's actually hilarious. I'll go find this picture afterwards. But during my graduation, Dave and I, because I was wearing heels again, I'll find that picture. My grandma was standing in between us and she came to like here, like she's like 5'2", and we were just towering over her and she's between us. And her friends looked at the picture later and they're like, why were you sitting? And she was like, I was not sitting. She's not British, but she was just like, I wasn't sitting, they're just tall. And then there's Clayton trying to steal the flowers because that's what a good brother would do. It gets weirder from here, by the way. This is not the weirdest. So, yep. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so here's Dave pulling up to the house, and my brother wanted to be very like discerning and just like kind of like judgy from like a distance on the porch. So clearly this is what's happening. So I'm documenting it, and Dave's walking up with like the corsage, and they're like, oh yes, we're just buddies. It was just a gaffe. It was a goof. And Clayton's probably saying something. So there I am, just kind of like trying to eventually get my mom to take not horizontal, but like vertical pictures, because I was tired of her cutting off my feet, because she was just standing there with my camera like this. Anyway, so we're talking to my dad or something there, and I wanted to be like, I am so glad I grew out of this phase, but I could not take, obviously, a serious photo. Clearly. It was very difficult for me to smile and just pose naturally in front of a camera. But for the most part, I was just super silly and I couldn't do it. And I didn't adjust to feelings until much later in life. And I held back a lot of anger and stuff. And I just portrayed silliness until it just came out of nowhere. Anyways, this is me trying to be stone cold, like just awkward. And then Dave didn't know what he was doing. And I'm just trying to hold back a smile because I didn't know what to do. He's just trying to pose like a nice person would. I had the plastic in my mouth. So this is me telling my mom to hold the camera like vertical so I could get a nice picture of like the lengthwise. And so finally she did that, and I was just like trying to show off my blang and doing a silly face, and then I made Dave laugh and I was just like, ah ha ha ha. And like, that's not a real laugh picture. So there's my brother. Dave's kind of like, and I'm just like, what can you do? Like, my brother is just weird posing in front of us. Still, he's covering my feet at this point. And then here he is handing the flowers to me, like, you know, a good brother would. And then Dave is stepping on his head, kind of thing. And then there's me, my mom, and Dave. My mom is obviously gorgeous, and I just love this little like tilt. Like, I hated the fact that you could still see my hips. Like, clearly I wanted to be a pencil, and I think I was just kind of making a face or just going ha there. And then I think this was the best picture we actually got, other than the one with me, my Dave, and my mom, because I'm actually like smiling. See, I'm doing like a weird winky face. Like, oh no, this one's good. This one's actually nice. Like I'm actually kind of like giving like a smirk, but like kind of a smile. And Dave's just looks normal. And then I'm trying to, so because you couldn't see my feet and like the dress was covering, the grass was covering, so I had to show off the shoes, and Dave was just like, you're so silly, like stop, please. And oh, I loved this one because you really couldn't see much of my hips. You kind of can. Like, I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just crazy, but like all I can see is like this ring of like fat right around my stomach. And I loved the way the dress fell and hit the ground here. It looked kind of like a curtain, and I just thought that looked really cool. And I just like the two of us together here. So then we took some pictures in front of the brick wall and the clock because my mom really wanted those ones too. Clearly I couldn't not let you see my feet. So you can see like the eyeshadow. So this is I didn't know what to do with my eyebrows, so I always plucked them super, super thin. But yeah, I was super proud of my makeup. I did use like a purple eyeliner, some purple shadow. I don't think I used much mascara, but I liked it a lot. There's Clayton. We're all very happy. Like we're having a great time. And this is where we're at Eastside Mario's, and then we were comparing our corsages. There's her camera. So we all had digital cameras. There's the limo. And there's the limo, clearly, because we were so high class. We all pitched in, like, I think I had to pay $100 because like we all had to pitch in for this limo, and we all sat in the limo and rode to the prom night thing. And there was a ceiling mirror, so that was cool. There's some friends, there's some stuff. I liked these pictures a little bit, like I thought they were cool. We ended up actually driving past my house because we had to go back past the countryside. Like we had to go into town where all my friends live and back out past it. And the mirror was a Lincoln. The mirror fighting. Oh, see, that's like a nice, like, look at that chin. Like I thought that was cute, but like look at how skinny I was. Skinny little girl, Olivia, living her life back in the day, looking cute. That's not a cute picture. That's my house. That's where we were just less than an hour and a half ago. Like we had dinner in our prior, and then we drove past my house, and Dave was like, look, it's our house, and no one cared. But I did, I cared. Yeah, so anyways, prom was fantastic. That's a cute photo. And the reason why it was, look how skinny I was. The reason why it was so fantastic, I think, like I had a fabulous life, like in high school. I wasn't bullied. I wasn't like a bullier. I don't think I was, at least. I had a lot of friends. I got my best, like met my best friend in high school. Like everything was great. And I met my boyfriend in high school. Like I had a boyfriend for like part of high school, I think. I don't remember. I did well in school. I think I got mostly like A's and B's or something like that. And I like excelled in like programs like art and English. But like I did like extracurricular. Like I'm super proud of my high school career or life or something. Because like I actually did stuff, and it was just that feeling of like accomplishment that I did it, and like it just, I've always looked fondly back on those memories. But the other thing was like at home, like my parents were divorcing. Like at this point, my parents wouldn't take a picture together or anything like that. Like they still won't. And it's just like that part of my life is different, but the high school part of life was great. And I saved up enough money on my first job to buy my first car in August after I graduated. Oh, the graduation, that's what I wanted to show you. Oh, my graduation photo was great. Look at that. Look how pretty I am. That's a bad picture. Anyways, all I wanted to say was I had a good time back in high school. It was after high school that things in life kind of, I think I was somewhat entitled, but I don't think I was that entitled compared to kids these days. But after high school, things obviously got more difficult. Like I had to grow up, and I grew up fast. Like I was ready for that. I just think how life kind of went from there on. Like I obviously gained weight. I stopped walking as much. I used to walk all the time back in school and walk to work, and then I got a car and started eating more, and you know, just I let that part of my life be that part of my life, and I'm just glad it was the way it was, kind of thing. And I don't look back on it and like being upset at all, and I just think I was super lucky. Like I think that with how I handled school and how I handled things, like I was mature enough to be, I can't say that I was the most mature person. Like there was another part of me that just was always angry about things, but I think I could have taken life and just went the other direction with it. So because of how I handled it and looking back now, I'm just super proud of myself. I was just happy, and I was looking forward to prom, and then I was always surprised when people said they didn't go to prom or they weren't excited about prom. And it wasn't about the social standing. Like I didn't want to, like, there was no such thing as prom king and queen or anything. Like I don't think that's how it goes in Canada, but I was just like, I liked my friends. I liked being with my boyfriend. I liked being out and having fun. And that was the whole point of it. And I was like, why would no one want to do that? But then I realized not everyone had friends, and not everyone had people that liked them. And I just was super lucky that I had that really nice crew of people that I hung around with, and like none of us were into like bad things like drugs or alcohol or smoking. If any of you are watching this and you went to prom, I hope you enjoyed your prom and made memories and had fun with people. There's no real point to this video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like and comment down below about what you thought I was like when I was a teenager, back when I was 17. Alright, bye guys. Hope you had fun with me. I had fun, and I'll talk to you later.
So